have my
Oh wait,
cigars.
hold on.
Yeah, it's live.
All right, now we're live. All right, it's working. It just didn't want to record. All right, now we're live. All
Come
right,
on,
it's
man.
working. It just didn't want to record. All right.
Hey, where's the background footage, dude?
Oh, you're right. I'm a terrible streamer. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Stream. Is this the right one? Yeah, it's the right one.
Joining a room. I respect that.
All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of Kick the Router. Today I am welcome. You know what? That was terrible. I'm here with Boom. Thank you, Boom.
Hello.
Welcome
friends.
to Kick the Router, episode 4. Today, our special guest is Boom, the infamous
friends.
Yoshi player,
The leader of the
Manji
Manji clan.
leader, Glue Eater, dead meme that sucks since all time.
Look, is it really
Uh,
dead though? Like,
You got the Elmer? I thought Alicia took that away.
That was the second one I got. She took the first one I got.
Damn, dude. Alright, hopefully she's not watching.
She might be. I don't know.
So, yeah, man, welcome. Well, thanks for coming on. As
Yeah,
I
thanks for
tweeted
having me.
out before, Party Wolf is the co-host of the podcast now, so everyone
Hello.
say hi to him. But yeah, Boom, my dude. Thanks for coming on. I guess we'll start off with like the first topic. Soul Calibur, like what was your first experience with it, and like what made you want to get into it?
Just in general, or Calibur in general?
Yeah, Calibur general.
Yeah. So when I was younger, I played a lot of Tekken Tag Tournament, Tekken 3, and I had an older brother who used to like destroy me every single time. And I was like, I'm done, right? I'm done. And so I went to go play Smash Brothers, right? And what got me into Soul Calibur was seeing Link in Soul Calibur 2, right? Because I was like, yo, Link's in Smash Bros. Like, he's in this game. This game must be fun.
Yeah.
And boy, I was like, yo, I loved it ever since. Like, got it on the GameCube, was like, oh my gosh, this is dope. Then got it on the Xbox, and I was like, yo, this is dope. Then got it on the PS4. I bought that, or PS2. I bought that game 3 times. That's how much I love Calibur 2.
Yeah.
Ever since I've been playing Calibur 2 for like the rest of my life. So.
Nice. So, I guess I was kind of in a similar spot where I didn't own it. My friends bought it because of Link as well.
Yep.
So it was like they like we played Smash Bros together and they saw Link in that game. So yeah, they bought Soul Calibur 2. So that's why that's why I was playing it. Now, why Yoshimitsu?
Okay, so my favorite character in the Soul Calibur universe is actually Young Xiang. But I picked Yoshimitsu because back in 09 when Soul Calibur 4 came out, you know, I was a dirty Siegfried main, and I literally would like go up and just like 3B people, and like if they beat my 3B, then they beat me. And I was in a ranked match, and I was fighting against Yoshimitsu player, and he beat me. And he was laughing, or I heard laughing, and I couldn't tell if like Yoshimitsu was laughing or the guy who beat me was laughing, right? So I was like, let me pick up this character and kind of see like, was he laughing? Because that was kind of like weird. And then I found out that I just loved the character, and ever since Soul Calibur 4, I've been playing the character.
So you play Yoshi because people laughed at your Siegfried?
Well, no, I just didn't know. Like, he beat me. I didn't know he was like laughing at me, or like was the character laughing? Like, he was clapping his feet. So I was like, maybe the character's happy or something like that. And I was like, yo, like, I don't even know. Like,
Did you ever find out if it was?
I think it was him, and then I just ended up enjoying the character. So
What did you do to that guy then? That you found out? he
I
was laughing?
couldn't find him ever again. It was because like it was back in Calibur 4 where like there was like voice during the rank matches, right?
Oh yeah.
And then it was just like I just couldn't find him ever again, and then I just kept playing ever since. I was like, this character's dope, and then I've got nerdier and like turned him into Japanese, turned Japanese voices on. I was like, yo, this character's actually the best character ever. So it was great.
So where does Young Sung tie into this?
I like the character because he's like, so my favorite character used to be Hwoarang in Tekken, and coming into Soul Calibur 2, he had like the same kind of kicks, right?
And like the same haircut too.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, this character's dope. And like, he had like a do-rag on in like Soul Calibur 4, one of his iterations. So I was like, yo, this character's dope. And then like, Yoshimitsu was just way more fun to play. And he was actually like a lot better than Young Sung. Young Sung was garbage before. So, yeah, I was just like, all right, I don't want to play this garbage character. I'm going to play Yoshimitsu. And then like, Yoshimitsu had like this execution barrier that was really cool and everything. And I was like, yo, this is great.
Nice. So the character loyalty. If Young Sung were to come into Calibur 6, he definitely is going to be on the radar for you then.
100%, yeah. I would probably like. I don't think I would drop Yoshimitsu, but I would definitely like play them both together. I don't care how their matchups work. I will play them both together. They're my favorite characters in the whole series. So.
You're gonna go up to Rich Dix at the top 8 CEO and be like, "Hey, yo, I know you're like trying to win this tournament, but like Young Sung just got announced. Like, I'm a you check my Twitter."
I actually would do like if Young Sung was announced if Young Sung was playable during CEO, I would just be like, "Yo, I'm good. I'm just playing Young Sung for this tournament." Like, I legitimately love that character. Like, dude, he's got a scimitar. Like, bro, that is the coolest weapon I've ever seen in my life, dude.
It's a pretty sick weapon.
Yeah, like it's just like I don't even know it. And like he's got the kicks, like he's got like a flamingo stance, and like, bro, that character's I
mean, it's all about the weapon, you know. Like I was watching, I don't know if you watched the Versus Asia tournament last night.
Yes.
But there was a Siegfried player, and he picked the club weapon. I was like, all right, I hope this man loses. Like, dude, how are you gonna pick that one? How are you gonna pick that weapon? Like,
he's embracing his like primal instincts.
The Unga.
Siegfried.
He picks the Unga. Dude, straight up though. I'm like, dude, this man picked the club. It's like, all right, I hope this man gets like 2-0'd. No rounds round. Like,
I think that same player picked Aswell too.
He did.
When he was the maxi.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, that was not a good as well, but I think it beat the maxi player like one game.
Oh dang,
it was funny.
Yeah, it was
Katana or bust.
Got the machete now though.
The Sephiroth
yes.
katana.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so you were, the Caliber 4 was the transition to Yoshimitsu. Caliber 5 came out. How are you feeling about that game?
I hated it. I didn't like it at all, dude. I thought that game was complete garbage, dude. But I mean, I enjoyed Yoshi, but I just didn't think that character was good. I was wrong. I just don't think that character was for me in that game.
Okay.
I think there are a lot better characters that fit me in that game, but I tend to be a character loyalist until like the absolute like necessity of like where I have to switch.
Okay.
But yeah, 5 was just trash. I liked 5 pre-patch, and then post-patch, I was just like, this game is trash.
Yeah, that patch definitely ruined the game for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I even still played it though. That was the bad part. I was like,
Yeah, I played that game for so long. I know. But yeah, a lot of people after the Evo when that patch dropped, a lot of people it really soured the experience for them. And then in between, how long did you play Caliber 5 for after? Like everyone kind of bailed out on it.
I played till like 2016, and then I would enter here and there, and then like when Caliber 6 was like the rumors of Caliber 6 were being announced, there were like a couple tournaments at like NEC that I kind of entered without touching the game.
Okay.
I did pretty okay, but at that point I was focused on Tekken 7.
Yeah, and then Caliber 6, I think we were all when the rumors started happening, and then when the announcement popped out, I think we were all like super excited. For that to be happening. It was definitely, I know I was super excited, but as soon as that came out and you saw the Yoshimitsu trailer, you're like, you're like, bam, like that's. What were your first thoughts on Yoshimitsu in the game?
Okay, so I will get to that, but I have 2 funny stories if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, let's go.
It's interesting. In Caliber 5, the game came out, and I was like, this game is great. And I was a freshman in college at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you guys remember Prometheus, but he was a pretty good Caliber player. And he lived 3 minutes from my campus.
Okay.
And I intentionally didn't go to class and didn't go to work just to play Caliber 5. Right? And then the game sucked, right? And then in Caliber 6, so the cool thing about Caliber 6 is that it was announced on my birthday, right?
All right. Sick
so
birthday present.
I was like, yo, this is sick. And then I went to my local and I was like, bro, did you guys hear? Like, Caliber 6 is coming. I literally just like went ham, dude. Yeah, like, it was crazy. And then like when Yoshimitsu came out, dude, the day Yoshimitsu came out, I like have a Google Doc of all the things that I analyzed in that trailer. I was like, bro, he's got this from Tekken, he's got this, like he can steal meter, like bro, like what is this? He can still like I think I still have the list on Google Docs, but like dude, I was actually hyped. He looked so dope. They like gave me a blockable from Dragonfly B. I was like, bro, this character's cheap. Like, that's cheap. That shouldn't be in the game. Stuff like that. Like
that is a big Chibi's move. Can confirm.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Dude, it doesn't scale in combos. It's cheap.
Yeah.
But
dude, in online you can't sidestep that.
You definitely can't sidestep. Even like on offline PS4, you can't sidestep that.
Dude, I know, dude. Get that. Yo, Namco, Bandai Namco. You need to partner up with like iBuyPower or something. Get us some PCs at these tournaments.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Yeah, I think actually though, but that character, I don't know, this character means a lot to me personally. And so like when he was announced, I was like, oh my gosh, I can play this game again. Like I don't have to worry about my character being left out, like stuff like that. Like I actually like really, really, really enjoy that character because that character kind of shaped my Caliber experience so far. So
okay, now I guess coming to a little bit past that, I'm not sure if you can talk about it, but the AXL sponsorship. Did that come about from winning some of the online tournaments that Alicia hosted?
Kind of, but not really.
Okay.
I think it came about just because of like, you know, the whole pre-release beta thing. You know, because I think I'm the only player that has played every single beta of Caliber 6. Right.
Damn.
I've played the first beta that came out at NorCal Strong. No, wait, you were there, right, Party Wolf?
I was.
I played that beta, and then the next beta, and then the next beta. So like, I had experience of playing that beta all the time, and I think it was that, and then like I was also like pretty decent at Tekken. It was crazy because like that I played the beta, and then like I beat Eris at tournament, and then like it's kind of making a name for myself as like this meme lord dude in like the Tekken community.
You are a meme lord.
That is very true. You're not wrong. But like when it came to Tekken, and then it was after I won a regional in my area that she contacted me. It's like, hey, like, what about this thing? And I was like, all right, sure. Like, Caliber's coming out. I think I'm gonna be pretty good at the game, so why not? But yeah, that's kind of like what happened. It was kind of like that, and like Evo, and like you know, just kind of like how I'm very animated, that kind of stuff. That kind of really helped too. But
yeah, you're definitely a big personality, which I think a lot of people are drawn to, which definitely shows in your stream numbers. You're definitely one of the largest Caliber streamers.
Yeah. To this day, I don't even know how or why.
Right. Hello? Like, you're just like, I can't see a Boom or talk to Boom without one, laughing and two, smiling. like literally, like, if y'all got some pictures of Boom that ain't no one ever seen, like of him just like looking happy and shit, yo, PM me right now. Like on Twitter, DM me, send me those. Like I want to frame them up on my walls. See how his walls are hella blank? Dude, I want to put Boom all over the place.
Oh no! I don't know, dude. I just like having a good time. I like having fun. If you're not having fun, there's no point.
Well, I think that I like really like rubs off on other people though, right? Like people are enjoying it, having a good time, which I think leads to the success that you've had.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Now, when we're kind of going into the competitive aspect of Soul Calibur, you've done some decent showings, some tournaments, definitely a lot of top 8s. Coming up with CEO, I believe you're going to CEO, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, with CEO, what are some things that you've been doing differently to prepare for CEO that maybe you haven't normally been doing?
Labbing.
Labbing?
So the interesting thing about this whole like time, I'm usually like a lab junkie, right? Like I don't know frame data, but I will be able to tell you like differences in how things like operate, how things work. Like I love labbing, I love learning. I just live in the lab. Right?
Yeah.
But with like streaming and stuff, like it's hard to like lab.
I agree with
because
that.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm streaming, and it's like, well, I'm gonna lab this, but it's like, well, I don't want people to know that I'm labbing this, and then it's like, well, I'm streaming for like 4 hours almost every day.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I'm burnt out. I don't want to lab, And so it's interesting. Like today, I think I got out of like a 2-hour lab session. And I was like, bro, this game is dope. This game is sick, right?
Right.
Because like I haven't like streamed the game in a while. You know what I mean? But like I think this time for CEO, I think I'm gonna lab and like not play, right? Because one of my, I guess my pre-tournament ritual is to like not play and then play the day of. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lab a lot, and then when I get to the CEO, and then I'm just gonna do a lot of casuals. I think Colin Breaker was the first time I did a lot of casuals before the tournament, and I made top 8. So that was really cool. So I think I'm gonna like continue that and like start doing more casuals and stuff like that, and also just like lab. Like I found like a bunch of dumb stuff today. I was like, wow, this is like super good. People know about this, and like like just I don't know. It's one of those things. But
you kind of go with it with a new perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to answer your question, I think I'm gonna lab. I'm gonna lab a lot and just like definitely go in depth on certain matches and stuff like that this time, rather than kind of be like, oh, I'll figure it out. Because I'm a very like, I'll figure it out as it comes kind of person. But that's not always the best way to person.
Okay, I know with the playing the casuals thing. Not that I'm like a super tournament player all the time. You know, I'm in Canada, and we're how far I am from like the Toronto scene. I make it out when I can, but it takes a time to adjust when you first get to offline from playing online, because like online is such a great tool, but it's different than offline. It's definitely a lot different.
Yeah.
So you want to definitely get that practice in of, okay, things are much more reactable. Some of the same stuff doesn't work because, again, more reactable. You get less incorrect inputs and that kind of stuff. So there is definitely something adjustment period. I found for myself when I'm playing offline with someone like either beside me or across from me, it's almost like I play better. Do you find that like when you're offline that you almost like kind of get in the zone a bit more?
Well, not necessarily that. I think it's more offline caliber is it's a whole different game.
Yeah.
Right? It's a whole different approach. And like the way I think about, fighting games is that like it's a conversation, right? And so it's way harder to like tell people like how they're thinking and how they're feeling in an online set than it is in an offline set, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm offline and like, I'm playing and someone's like, I hit them with something, it's like, oh, it's like, well, I know you're frustrated about that, so I'm gonna keep doing that. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, And like, it's definitely like things are more reactable, yes, but like the neutral game is so much different. It's just like so different. It's just like you can it's like I don't know, it's like meeting somebody face to face for the first time or like talking to them over the internet, right? Like over the internet, it's like, oh, like you can say some wild stuff because like they might be 1,000 miles away, they might be 5 miles away, but like in person, it's like some of the things you would do offline, you won't do online. Yeah. And also vice versa, some of the things you do online, you won't do offline.
Yeah, right? It definitely. I agree with what you're saying about the conversation, where it definitely feels like offline, you do something and you can definitely feel how your opponent responds to it a lot more, even if you don't visually see it or like hear or see them react. It feels more of like the back and forth of like the neutral and stuff. You definitely feel it a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. And like to give you an example, I remember playing. So I don't know if you guys might have saw me do the Shadow of or Circular Envelopment on Sandman's Feyblade in Soul Charge.
Yeah, I saw it.
I never did it online before, and I did that once offline, and then in the match I was like, I wonder if this works, and then I just did it. Like. But like, if you ask me to do that in an online set, I'm like, no, let me go lab that first. Like, I don't know, it's just a different kind of like feel, a different kind of like, I don't know, environment that like, oh, it's.
That sounds dangerous though. You don't know if things gonna work and you just do it.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's like in that situation, I felt comfortable enough to be like I was able to read a situation enough to where I was like, okay, you know what, like I think I can do this, whether it works or not. I think I can like, if it doesn't work, I think I can come back from it. If it does work, I think that I just win, and like I ended up winning winning that game, not the set, but but I don't know. It's so different.
It definitely is, and it's hard to express it to someone that hasn't played in a competitive online environment, like how much different it is. Now, Michael, is that something maybe you can kind of give your opinion on as well?
What part?
Of like just like the difference between online and offline. Like what's that difference like?
For me, so online people learn to do things that don't work offline, so I get to teach them that sometimes. Another thing people do offline is they have emotions, and so you can just like literally just look over there. Oh, they're pissed.
Exactly.
Right.
Keep
you can definitely use that. It's you can definitely hear audibly when they're pissed too. Like if you hear like, oh fuck, it's like, all right, I got this. Like
I find it's a lot easier when you just look at them. Feel like, okay, yeah. You can see like the expression of just being frustrated.
And if it's like if it's
not many people will actually like start yelling and shit. These are gamers.
They are pro gamers.
Introverted. This is like their first time talking to humans.
They're introverted, but like you can tell they're screaming by like how they approach the next round, right? Like how they like if they're like dash forward, you're like you know what I mean? But like if they like start the round and they back up, it's just like, oh, like you're actually scared, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that kind of stuff like really plays in.
There's also the big cheapy strategy. If the setup is side by side, you can big cheapies listen to their buttons.
Oh god, dude, I get I'm a very like, so I get what is it? Sensory overload.
Yeah.
Right. And so like I'll hear buttons, just like I'll just instantly react like, oh my gosh, and those would be hitting guard and I'll attack because I think they're hitting a button, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that actually hurts me. So I have to like wear headphones so I just don't get sentry over.
So
wild.
It was weird because like for me it's like as soon as like I sit down at a tournament set, it's like I hyper focus into the game and I feel like I play like 10 times better than I normally do when it's like in person tournament. Like speaking from a little bit of experience for me, I played against Pyro at one of our Toronto locals, and Pyro normally beats me. And we were playing in casuals, and he was beating me pretty convincingly. But as soon as it was tournament, like I sat down and like I super focused into the screen, and it's like nothing. I didn't even wear headphones, but it's like nothing else existed except for what was happening and what I was seeing. And I don't know if you guys feel that way, but it's like I feel like I was way more focused and I played like way better. But I guess it could be different for everyone.
Sometimes you get focused and then you don't think. Like you focus on playing bad more instead of like just seeing what's going on and changing up what you need to do.
Right. And I think for me, if I laugh in the middle of our set, you probably lost. Because like if I laugh, I'm like okay, I'm like just aware and just be like, okay, I'm like understanding what happened. I'm understanding the conversation that's happening between me and you right now. Like if I laugh and you don't, and like I'm just like, all right, like I laugh, like I get it, like I'm comfortable, like I see things. But if I don't laugh, or if I'm just like quiet, then like I'm just like not at my best.
Or if you do the AO boom bruh, that's like you lost.
Well, not even that, because I did the AO boom bruh after I won, which is interesting. Yeah. So okay, so that emote came after I won. I won the game versus Triple J. And I was like, I shouldn't have won that. And I did the AO boom bruh phase.
Yeah.
And like, the more emotions that I make, the more focus and the better I do. But the less animated that I am, the worse that I do. It's really weird for me.
Interesting. It's interesting to hear like how different everyone's experiences are and like the mannerisms in the tournament sets. Because like I know for myself, it's like I get super focused and like nothing else exists. That's only like what's happening. I can't even like. It's almost like I can't even hear anything, which is weird. So that's interesting. Do you have any advice for maybe online players that are looking to go to their first offline event?
Yeah, I think do what makes you comfortable, right? The thing that comes with offline play that online players aren't really like familiar with is nerves, right? And how to deal with those nerves. In an online setting, you can kind of like cater the setting to how you want to play, right? To how what makes you feel the most comfortable, right? At a tournament, you might be like scrunched up with like 70 other people, like trying to play Caliber, right? And like that's not something that you're used to. You're not used to playing Caliber in a hot venue.
No AC.
Like, no AC. People on the megaphone like, can I get Brian F and this guy to play Street Fighter in a game that you don't care about? You might be playing right next to a speaker.
You know what the worst is when they call your name for another game.
Yes.
While you are literally playing your tournament match.
Yes, exactly. And so what I like to do, the one thing that the biggest advice I like to give online players is to try to make your environments as consistent as possible, right? So if you like to listen to music while you play, do the same thing offline, right? Don't try to change environments because like the environment changes, right? Or don't try to change your routine because the environment changes, right? Because when you are stressed, when you like don't understand what's happening, you default back to the mode where you're most comfortable, right? So the goal is to figure out what makes you comfortable in the online setting and take that and try to replicate that in the offline setting as much as possible.
Okay. Then that's not an open invitation to don't shower. You don't usually
look,
shower.
1, 2, 3. It is not me. That's all I'm saying. Like I need you to put your deodorant on. I need you to get that soap. That's all I'm saying.
Look, all I'm saying is wake up 20 minutes before you think you should before the tournament. Get in that shower. They give you soap for free.
They do.
The hotel room gives you soap. Use it.
Yes.
Deodorant, you can go to the dollar store, buy that for like $1, and you're good. It's not hard. You're sharing a room with like 3 other people. Wake up extra early. Don't be that dude that stanks.
Yep. But also, like for online people, I'm gonna give you the offline strat. If you don't poop before your pools, you probably won't do as well as you think.
Dude, that's actually a big strategy. You make
It's
sure you
actually
go.
legit. If you
Go to the bathroom.
Like, listen, legitimately, like if you don't poop before you pools, like it will go worse than you think because like the thing about nerves is that like nerves are healthy for you, right? Like nerves health are good for you, right? But like if you ever have like tried to use the bathroom during a tournament set, that is the worst feeling you will ever have in your life, though. That is actually the worst like feeling. Like you need to like even if you don't eat and like you get nervous, like if you like I won't say force yourself to poop because that's just not healthy. But like if you don't have to like do something before your pools, like use the bathroom in some sort of way, like it will become a lot less. It will probably go not as good as you planned. If that makes sense. Like legitimately, like that's actually the strat. Like you can ask like almost anybody.
So remember, use the bathroom before you go. You know, my great grandmother used to tell my dad, "You must go pee pee and poo poo before you go to sleep," and it's basically do that before you go to pools, right? And you don't
go pee pee and poo poo.
I'm serious. Like it's like legitimately that, and like if you're ever playing, keep that water on deck, bro. Keep that water. Like water replenishes your mind, it replenishes you. Dude, it gives you energy. Like keep that water.
Look, all I'm saying is I saw Linkors walk up to grand finals with 2 cups of water and then win the tournament. Is that a coincidence? No,
bro.
Hydration.
Yeah, but Linkors be holding his water like this, bro. He'd be like, yo,
he'd be like,
water. Like legitimately.
He's like, my water.
But yeah, it's super important, legitimately.
Dude,
like even pooping in water is important, like legitimately.
For sure. I definitely think that the more Linkor's handshake, the better he plays.
He's stacking his Dark Legacy.
Yeah. Dude, it's like, you guys ever watch One Punch Man?
Oh god.
You know the king hands? It's like the king engine. It's like that. He's literally king from One Punch Man.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Never even thought about it before, but like it makes sense.
I'm tilted.
Same.
Let's see what else we can talk about here. So we got CEO coming up. After CEO, what are your plans for after that?
Defend the North and Evo, and I plan on exploring a certain character that may or may not be busted right now. So
a certain player or sorry, character?
Certain character that may or may not be busted right now.
Oh, so. Does that character's name rhyme with Schmaz Smell?
It might. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, that character is a character that I think one fits me, and two like is just underplayed in America. Like, why do we not have Zasmel players?
Zasmel? I don't do that character is big cheapies.
I mean, you didn't go to Texas Showdown. They're 2 in top 8.
I mean, yeah, but like one tournament where there was like that character needs to be represented. I'm just saying Black Excellence. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's legit all I'm saying.
So I guess speaking a little bit more of the game, there's a lot of talk that there's a character named Aswell. And he is top 1 best character in the game. How are you feeling about that?
I actually am on the train of like Aswell's not that far off of being like balanced, right?
Yeah.
I think the character has like I think his 50-50 is kind of insane. Spear mode is insane, but I think like if you give him like I think the biggest issue with Aswell is that his AB gives you an untechable knockdown right in front of him. It allows for 50-50. Right?
Or like 20% guard damage.
Yeah, I think that's dumb, and I think
it's
15%.
Oh, it's 15. Oh, my bad.
I mean, still, but even then, but I think Aswell is actually not as bad as people think, right? Yeah. I think Aswell requires insane situational awareness, which I think a lot of newer caliber players struggle to understand the importance of situational awareness in caliber. But like, obviously, the character is very dumb. The character is cheap, right?
Yeah.
But I think for me, I think like the only 2 issues that I have with Aswell is AB and 3A. Everything else, I think, is fine and just needs more time to be figured out.
Yeah, AB definitely shuts down a lot of characters.
As a Yoshimitsu main, I can't do anything.
Yep, it's like as soon as that man in sword mode, it's like my move list goes down to like 1 move. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's like all right, well, time to do the Aswell sword move button. That's all I got.
Yep.
Yeah, and
But,
big
like,
cheapies.
yeah, but I think also maybe like this is nitpicking a little bit, but I think like maybe Muscle Buster not wall splatting. I think if Muscle Buster didn't wall splat, it'd be fine as it is. But like other than that, I don't really have too many issues with that as well. Just the AB 3A O counter hit and Muscle Buster wall splatting. That's literally it. He can literally have everything.
Okay, so a few minor changes. Now, the game
Mhm.
balance in general, I know a lot of people are thinking there's a lot of mechanics that maybe they didn't like changed. What are some things about the game system that you would like to see happen?
Um, I think Reversal Edge should cost a little bit more. Uh, yeah, it costs a lot, but I
More.
think it should just make it more. I don't. I'm not a big fan of get out of jail free cards.
Okay.
But like at the same time, Reversal Edge is easily baitable, and you can use it smartly.
Yeah.
And as a Wrath player, I find myself every time I went 6-6B in the prep, I'm just like, oh, guess I'll Reversal Edge and be okay. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's not really like intuitive, right? But other than that, I would like to see like I don't know, maybe a reward. Well, a reward for like a better reward for like just garden packing. You know what I mean? So like
Oh
if
yeah,
I
the
garden
perfect
pack
guard.
at the right,
Or-
yeah, well not perfect guard, but like if I garden pack at the right time, give me more meter for
Oh,
that.
like a just impact.
Yeah, like
Okay.
don't make it as dumb as 4, but like give me more meter for that. And then I think perfect guard needs to be like implemented in the game. It's not it exists, but it doesn't exist. In the
Like
game.
it should get. I think it should give like way more meter than it does.
Yeah,
And,
exactly. Like
and also negate guard damage, or like replenish a little bit, or at least negate
I don't
it.
know. I think negating it is fine. I don't think replenishing it makes sense because then you have a just guard mechanic esque kind of thing, and you can't be guard broken with that. But I think leaving it like if I just guard something at 99% guard damage, I should not be guard broken.
Yeah.
If it prevents that, that's fine. But I don't think it should replenish it. I think if you're gonna replenish it, I think you need a GI.
Okay.
That's
So
how-
definitely it should do more than just give a small amount of meter and you still take guard damage and just
Yeah.
no chip damage.
Yeah,
It's really useful for like a couple things, and that's basically it. Like Nightmare Terror Charge moves, a lot of those ones is like, okay, you perfect guard this one or else you're eating 20 damage of chip.
Sorry, I can't relate as a Yoshimitsu and Raphael player. I just either spin out of the way or circular development out of the way, so I can't relate. I don't even
Oh,
use
so
it.
you just cheapies out. Is that where
Pretty
you
much.
Oh, okay.
like
you, hit,
actually though,
you hit the cheapies button, you're like, all right, I'm out.
I never have to block those things. It's great.
So okay, I kind of I agree with that. Yeah, perfect guard should definitely be way better than it is, because it's kind of like, as you said, it's kind of just like it's not in the game really, other than like a few
Right.
circumstances. It's the meter gain is negligible. It doesn't negate guard damage. It could definitely use a buff to that to make it more prevalent and reward higher skill,
Yeah, no, I
Right.
agree, 100%.
because there is a risk to it. Because if you mess it up, you get
You
hit,
die,
right?
or
get hit.
you get hit and you die, and then you like get guard broken at the next available time because you're probably trying to perfect guard it like not get guard broken.
Mhm.
So it would be nice if it had something a benefit where it definitely gave you not getting guard broken and gave you some more meter.
Yeah.
Which would be nice. I think it would be nice if there was ways outside of as not having reversal edge as the main way to get meter as well.
Mhm.
I know they changed it to where like moving forward gives you more meter, which was kind of
Yeah.
cool.
It's kind of cool. It's also like Third Strike, where like if you whiff certain moves out, like if you whiff certain moves, like if Yoshimitsu whiffs like standing K, he'll get a little bit of meter,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right?
That's
So,
like that too.
yeah, so it gives like that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Perfect guard needs to exist in the game. But other
Yeah.
than that, I don't really have any like mechanic changes. I actually like the game. I like how it feels. One thing I do think it needs to be fixed is like the buffer system.
Yeah.
Like they fixed it with reversal edge, or kind of fixed it, which is great. But I feel like there's ways you can cheat the system by like doing a quick like sidestep and guarding.
Yeah.
Like there's like a pseudo step G in the game.
Yeah, where like you
And,
step it just a tiny little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it negates some mix-ups. If you have like certain characters like X or Yoshi that have like a guy like sidestep, you just negate certain mix-ups by just doing that. You just OS it. It's actually kind of dumb, right? But other than that, I think most of the mechanics are fine.
There was I had something and then I kind of just forgot about what it was.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
So Soul Charge. Some people think that the activation of Soul Charge benefits some characters way more than others.
Mhm.
Because it's like, say if I, hypothetically, like, I'm Taki, and you're pressuring me, I pop Soul Charge, and you're Ivy. Now it's like, yeah, I'm in Soul Charge, but now you're at your optimal distance, and now I gotta get back in.
Some Mina,
Yeah, or like Mina or something, like, or like maybe the Ivy you're pressuring, they pop you away. It's like, okay, yeah, you used your meter, get off me. But as like the one activating it, it's been someone can put the idea of maybe you can choose to like how far you knock them back. If it's just like a little bit, or like really far. Is that something that maybe you think would be a good idea?
I think yes, but I think not necessarily like knocking them back. I think what is a good idea is, like there's an animation where like you like get like pushed down and it's a break attack.
Yeah.
I think you should have the option to push them away or do that animation.
Yeah.
But the animation should leave you at like -2, right? Because
Okay.
I don't think you should be plus after activation. I think that's dumb.
Yeah.
Right. But like if you're at least -2, you at least have options, right? So it's like act like as
on
player,
block or on hit.
On block, -2 on block, and on hit it's like, well, if you get hit, like then you have to hold that because you're clear what +6 on hit, or +6 or +8 on hit, or for the knockback one.
I think it's plus.
I think it's 8.
Is it 8? Okay.
Something like that.
You're
but
plus
like
a lot.
I think, yeah. So I think like if it was like if you push you down on block, you're -2, but on hit you're like maybe say like +4. It's not like super scary, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it at least gives characters like Talon and Yoshimitsu a way to be like, all right, this is my turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rather than being like, oh, I need a soul charge. Dang, I pushed you out. I gotta get back in again.
It's like,
And,
oh
like,
shit, here we go again.
Yeah, pretty much exactly, right? And it's just like, like that's I don't think that's fine. Like sure, I understand like setups where like you sacrifice damage to like splat them.
Yeah.
But even then the splat sometimes sucks.
Mhm.
Right? And they just tech away and you still have to get in.
I
Right.
agree.
So
That's
I
why I
think-
never do with Felix.
Yeah. So I think like having situations where like if you block this, if I get in and like I charge to get in, I should at least have something that will like make you stay in place, but not plus. So it's not like, oh, I'm gonna do this and be +8. Like being +8 as Yoshimitsu is like literally the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
Dude, the +10 throw. Dang. Dude,
That
that's
is-
like it might as well be a chain throw, you know?
But actually, that's actually
Chain
just
throw?
toxic.
Dude, it's
It's
basically
actually
a
toxic.
chain throw. It's like either you tech the chain throw by ducking, or you get hit by a mid,
Pretty much.
right? It's like, yeah, it's basically a king chain throw.
Yeah, but I think having something for people for characters that like don't like naturally want to keep you out is good for the game. And just don't make it plus. Just make it like -2, even -4 potentially. But
Yeah.
if you make it -2, if you make it -2, then characters like Yoshimitsu have an innate advantage. But Yoshimitsu's soul charge activation is very niche anyway. So.
Yeah, it would definitely be nice if you had the option, as you said, to like maybe just not, instead of knocking them away, you can like pin them down in place, but you're maybe at like -2 or 4 or something.
Yeah.
I think that would be a nice change because it would give the characters, or even in matchups, like if I'm playing Siegfried, he's got a lot of range, but against Ivy, my range is kind of irrelevant.
Yeah,
Right,
it gives
and
you more
if
choice.
and if I pop Soul Charge, it's like, all right, well now I gotta get in, and my get in tools aren't great, but that's what I gotta do. Having that option would be a nice one if it was like Soul Charge and you hold like down or something, and then it just like smacks them in place.
Yeah, and I'm thinking the same animation, like Maxi's break attack.
Yeah, where
vertical
like he
break attack.
smacks them down and like you go,
Yeah.
you crouch down.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think that would be fantastic for the game.
Yeah, it would be it's such a small change, which could bring up a lot more options for the characters that do like maybe you spent meter, you shouldn't be at a disadvantage.
Right.
In your state, it's
Right.
And then
But
the
do you think that
characters.
should still be like invulnerable though.
Say what?
You think that should still be invulnerable though?
No, I think if you're enforcing that mix-up, you should not be invulnerable. That doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
Like if you're stopping someone, like if you're stopping someone from moving, then I don't think it should be invulnerable.
No.
Like, I think that's one you should be able to get hit out of. But I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, that would be. They'd have to maybe do a more complex input, maybe like 2-3 or 2-1-4 ABK or something like that.
Because that would be dumb if you could get out of their mix-up and then they're immediately in the
Yeah.
mix-up. no matter
That
what you
or,
do.
yeah, that or make it like the startup a lot longer, or like double the startup or something like that. To where it's like it's a commitment where like if I'm committing to like this meter and I'm committing to keeping you still, rather than being like the regular soul charge where it's like, oh, I'm free. You know what I mean? That kind
Like,
of stuff.
bam, that's 6 frames. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that'd be a nice change where it's a different option, but maybe has a bit more risk to it. And they probably have to change the input a little bit. It could be maybe 6 A plus B plus K or something, right? Like the options there, and maybe have it like maybe longer startup, like 10 frames as opposed to 6, and then not have it be as invulnerable. Like if it whiffs or something, they're not invulnerable.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Fun fact, I got that taken out of the game. So they used to be able to punish soul charge on whiff, right?
Yeah.
But it was at Summer Jam where like Linkers was soul charge on whiff, and I CE'd it and I went through it. Yoshi CE'd it, went through it.
Yeah.
But now you can't do that anymore. So I'm sorry. Cowboy.
Yeah, you can do that with like any break attack or unblockable.
Yeah.
Dang.
But now you can't.
Boom. You heard it here first. Boom ruining the game for all of us.
I have gotten a lot of stuff taken out of the game when it comes to the game and Yoshi.
He nerfing. He's secretly a Nam cop, getting Yoshi nerfed, getting our soul charge or the breaking countering soul charge nerfed.
Dude, it was a backdash got taken out of the game.
He got rid of the Korean backdash, dude.
Like the
Nam cop.
I feel like because I posted about the like half speed ring out, got that taken out of the game. The spin got taken out of the game because I posted about it.
Dude, this man ruining the game for everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Go man.
Other than Caliber, what are some other games maybe you like to pass the time with that maybe you don't even stream?
I'm a big fan of Eunice. I really love Eunice. I think that game is really cool. I think it rewards defense. I really enjoy. Right now, I'm enjoying Crash Team Racing CTR, the new remake.
Nice.
And I'm a big competitive Pokemon fan. So like played that Pokemon Showdown.com. I really enjoy that.
Pokemon Showdown is like the best because you don't have to put the time in of like doing all this stuff. It's just like raw skill. There's no did I get my EVs IVs right? It's just like you can set it and it's all like reads and predictions. It's the ultimate experience.
Yeah, it's so lit.
Dude, all I'm saying is like see me in Gen 6 UU, all right? Y'all can't even handle my Gen 6 UU.
Anyway, like other games I like to enjoy instead of talking about a trash tier. I really enjoy JRPGs. So like Octopath Traveler is like one of my favorite JRPGs right now.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed I Am Setsuna, stuff like that. Any like random JRPG, I just play it. So those kind of games that I really enjoy. So.
Are you excited for Crisis Core 2 to be coming out?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
That game's so fun.
So excited.
We got the Leak Master Party Wolf here. He played that game. Check out the last podcast. We do talk about that. So Crisis Core 2, it's gonna be sick.
Though to be fair, I'm probably more excited for Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Fire Emblem. That's a great series. Who is your favorite Fire Emblem protagonist?
Dang, Fire Emblem protagonist, probably Chrom. I love Chrom.
Probably Chrom?
I think Awakening was one of the greatest Fire Emblems, but it killed the series because every Fire Emblem after that is pretty much garbage.
Yeah, I agree. But like also not Ike.
Ike is whack, bro.
Dude, Ike is sick.
I fight for my friends. Well, no, like, bro, like, I don't, like, yeah, bro. Everyone fights for their friends. You're not different, bro. Like, hello.
Dude, hello? Everyone else, like, a king or a prince. He's just a guy. He's like, my dad's dead.
Ike is actually big whack. That dude's big sleep.
Dude, hello? He's the sickest. He's awesome. He's got He's got the sword. Dude, he swings his sword so hard that it shoots, like, wind blasts and shit.
Bro,
his counter is a ranged attack. That's godlike. You're not
helping your case. This guy is whack.
Bruh, like you think you can kill this man with arrows? He's like, bang! Let me jump across the map. Ether, you're dead.
Bro, at least you just like people that have big swords.
I mean,
finesse,
you're right. You're right.
Chrom's got that finesse, bro.
Dude. If you got a big sword, high chance we're gonna
high chance you don't miss crits. Yeah.
Dude.
But I don't know. I think Chrome's really cool.
Yeah, he's pretty sick.
I also like Roy. I like Roy. I think Roy's cool. My favorite color is red, so like Roy being red hair.
Red is my favorite color.
Yeah, red is the best color.
Fuck red.
like
I have trouble seeing that color.
I go, man. You have trouble seeing the light. I'm sorry.
It's like the John Cena of colors.
Dude, it actually is though. Red and
Yikes.
green, dude. I can't see like any of that shit.
Yikes.
I know, dude. It's messed up.
How's it feel when it's Christmas time and everything looks like a turd?
Sucks.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like Christmas colors. I'm like, man, this shit look dumb. Why are you putting brown and gray everywhere? Like,
It'd be like that.
dude, it really do. Like my creative souls is like, I can't do them because I gotta like basically just do like bright primary colors because
You should get like a coach,
get a what?
like a color coach. You know, when you're making your creative souls, you have someone like me.
Be like, hey, dude, did this look good? Does this look good?
Be like, no, you gotta change that a little bit. Give me 21, 10, 6, please.
God,
like, all right. Yeah. Speaking of color, though, a little bit. Shout out to the Halo 3. I know that's a really important game to you, Boom. And Halo 3 for me, I used to always use the teal Spartan color because I thought it was like a sick, like off gray kind of color. No idea the actual color because I couldn't see it.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Right, so I was a teal Spartan running around with my rogue helmet, the Hayabusa katana, and all that stuff. But I had no idea that I wasn't like a cool looking gray.
Blue.
Yeah, it was just like a greenish blue. I thought it was like a sick gray color. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, Halo is the origin of your name.
Yes. Halo and Soldier Boy.
And Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
I know the Halo part. What's the Soldier Boy part?
Okay, so growing up, Halo 3 was one of my favorite games. I played a little bit of pseudo MLG. I don't know if you guys know Game Battles. I played heavily on Game Battles. And my job was, I was an objective player, and my job was to camp the rockets. I love the rockets, dude. I'm the kind of person that like no look rocket you across the map. That's kind of how nice I was with the rocket, right? And I was like, well, rockets go boom, so why not make boom? And then my favorite rapper at the time was actually Soldier Boy. I was Boom Soldier for a long time. Yeah, I love Soldier Boy. I loved in the past Soldier Boy. I thought his music was really good. His music was just like, it was dope. And so I just was like, Boom Soldier. Like, why not? That's dope. And then when I went to my first offline local in 09, actually, they're like, what's your name, kid? And I was like, I don't want to be like Boom Soldier because like they might figure out that I like Soldier Boy. Right? So I was just like, let me do Boom. And they're like, Boob? I'm like, no, not Boob, Boom. Hey,
like, Boom, have you ever seen this video?
Is that? Oh no, I gotta watch that scene.
Wait on stream too, Maz. It's great. Shout out to Soldier Boy.
I love that dude. I loved that dude. His music. It's great.
Y'all niggas, bro, y'all better turn y'all.
Oh,
down,
dude. There's swear words?
I don't care if the music loud, nigga. I'm not.
Probably. Are there cultured swear words?
There's cultured words. I don't know if I can put that on.
I mean, it's not you saying it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm here, right? So that makes it okay.
Yeah, you have a Soldier Boy pass.
What is this? What is this video, dude?
What the fuck? Is that allowed? What the fuck? The fuck did we just watch?
That was Soldier Boy's stream when he streamed on Twitch.
Why did he put the whole thing in his mouth?
I don't know.
That was messed up.
That's my fender though, Mo. I'm kidding.
Oh. Well, let's see. I think there was a couple questions in the chat that we were wanting to be answered. Let's see. Which characters do you think require the least situational awareness?
The least situational awareness? Probably Geralt. And that's not because the character's dumb. It's just like a lot of things just work. like in every single situation, it's just like they just work, right?
Yeah.
So I think like when it comes to girl, you don't really need to worry about like wall positioning because your wall combos are garbage. You just need to worry about when you hit 2A, when you hit wall rising BB, or like when you hit like the auto GI. I think he requires the least amount of situational awareness, but that's comes from my idea of situational awareness and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's really fundamental, but like maybe you don't have to be aware of like walls positionally, and like the ring out combo rings out from the entire screen. So like you don't really gotta know that much.
You don't really care too much. You just are focused on playing fundamentals and neutral. So
okay. Now let's see. We got a couple other things in the chat. Crom's whack. This man
whack.
drunk.
I don't care about any of your Fire Emblem characters. As far as I'm concerned, they're Smash characters.
Yikes! Get him out of here! Get him out of here!
Your favorite Final Fantasy protagonist, and why is it Zack Fair?
My favorite Final Fantasy protagonist? I'm actually not a fan of Final Fantasy. Actually,
really?
I think Final Fantasy is whack, dude.
Damn.
Though my favorite Final Fantasy character protagonist would have to be Squall. I think he's cool. I think Gunblade's cool.
That's not Zack.
Sorry, it's Squall. I think Gunblade's cool. I can't.
Gunblade goes boom. You know, boom's all about the explosion.
and he's an emotional dude. He's an emo dude, and as a guy who's all about emotions and feels,
very expressive.
I can respect that.
Silent.
I mean, but like he understands the emotions that are happening inside. You know what I mean? And so like I can respect that. I can 100% respect that. And he gets the girl at the end. From what I've heard, I've never played. I think
like every protagonist does.
Does it? I thought.
Well, I mean, Zack just died.
Oh wait, never mind. Not 15.
Oh yikes! That game was trash. But yes.
Yeah, that game. Apparently, the DLC completes the game, which whatever, I guess. And like
the DLC does make the game
and the prologue that didn't get released until like a year after release also makes the game make sense.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Yeah, that game's a mess for story. That's like one of the most garbage stories.
I was playing the game and then I had it spoiled for me, and I was like, "Oh, this game sucks anyway, so it's fine."
Right? Like, hello? Like the elite knights of this man's kingdom are just like dudes that like walk around wearing like goth clothes.
Yeah.
They're, like
taking pictures.
No armor. It's like I got this sick black, like
Where are we going fishing, Noctis? Let's go fishing.
Yeah, nice half cardigan you got there. Like
yeah, like you get the fuck out of here with that. Yeah, I'm Noctis. I'm like king of the land. Check out my 6 skull shirt. Like
that character's whack in Final Fantasy's whack in Tekken. That character's
Ora.
See, ora! It's just like, oh, did you step it? Oh, it doesn't matter. Did you block it? Oh, do it again.
And then he throws the thing at you like cry.
Mm-hmm. Like, could I? She's like, hell yeah. It's like, bro, like, what?
Get him out of here. Cheap character, bad character, cheap character, suck story.
Mm-hmm. Character some doo-doo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Does the chat have any other questions that they would like Boom to answer? We're approaching on an hour. Or Michael, are there any questions that you want to ask other Michael?
This is true.
When are you gonna play Apex with us again?
Whenever I feel like playing Apex, and you guys should play Apex. This doesn't matter to me.
Dude, we're actually the Apex legends.
We should play Apex later.
We can do it after the stream.
If I'm not playing Secret Hitler, I'm down. Because I found an online Secret Hitler thing, and like we've been playing that a lot.
All right.
Is that game fun online?
Yes. Super fun.
Okay. I guess one thing that people maybe not know about Boom is the ideal support player.
Yes, I feel like I'm the best support player in the world.
Dude, this man got callouts. He got situational awareness. He got light ammo. Right? Like,
you're wrong, dude.
He got all of it. Like,
dude, I love support. I love supporting the homie.
Dude, it was great. We're playing, and like we're playing with 4Wind, right? Who is the worst third party member you could ever have? 4Wind.
Yikes.
There's like a
No,
two.
he did get that one time.
All
though.
right, he did clutch out that one time. All right,
He did better than the rest of us.
Win's not bad. Win's pretty good.
but
at
like
certain points.
there's
He's
like
pretty-
a 90% chance that like Win's gonna have no idea what's going on, or NA aim the entire situation. There was one time that Party Wolf and I were playing with them. We're like, Wind, there is a Pathfinder on the roof. We need to get outside and shoot him on the roof. He's the last person in the game. And then Wind walks in the house and goes, dude, he's not in here. I'm like, yeah, he's on the roof. And then the Pathfinder shoots Party Wolf and kills him because he was already really low. And then Wind walks outside and then
I
back
had
in.
knocked that guy's armor off too.
Yeah, and then walks back inside and then walks back outside. And by this time, the guy healed and then killed Wind. And then
It
we
be like that
got Boom.
sometimes.
I'm like, Wind, give me your light ammo. I need to carry. And he's like, I need it. And then I'm like, all right, Boom, give me your ammo. And then Boom gives me all his ammo. And then I killed him in like 2 squads by myself.
Look, sometimes, as a support player, it is my job to make sure my DPSs are in the prime position to carry.
Right?
If they are not in the prime position to carry, I'm not doing my job.
Right.
My job is to give you guys enough freedom to where you don't you can feel comfortable doing stupid stuff, and I can bail you out.
Yeah.
Right. That is.
That's
my
why he got
job.
the smoke grenade.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo, you want me to smoke you out? He'd be like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna smoke you out. Just run. Be like, okay, cool.
It's like that. It's like, all right, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Kill,
if you're
soul
hesitating, I'm
charge.
definitely gonna smoke you out. Brave Edge.
Brave Edge.
My character already has that mechanic, dude.
Damn. Yeah, just play Yoshimitsu. Or I guess you got Geralt, so that doesn't
That's
matter.
very true.
Bro,
Right.
Brave Edge is really that cool though.
As Yoshimitsu, yeah, I love getting Half-Life off of A Brave Edge. I love it.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I don't. Unless the chat has anything else they want to ask Boom, I think we can pretty much wrap it up. It's been a pretty good hour. We hit some pretty good topics. Unless there's Party Wolf, Michael, is there anything else you want to ask other than play Apex? No. All right. We're gonna give it like 30 seconds if no one asks
I've known
anything.
Boom for a while, so I don't have
yeah.
a lot of
Very true. It's very true.
I know. The hardest part about like getting the stream set up is not talking about all the cool stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about our CEO pools.
CEO pools. Right. That was like the first thing. I was like, don't talk about it.
Oh, true.
CEO pools. What are your guys' pools looking like? Who is the threat? Who are you looking out for? You know, is it a clean getaway? Like, what are we talking here?
Wait, can I answer these questions in the chat real quick first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Geralt requires less situational awareness because there's not a lot less. There's a lot of things that just work in all situations. So he can just kind of like do certain things.
And just be
What
like.
am I dropping?
fundamental.
Yeah, and do certain things, just be effective. When am I dropping Raph, or when am I dropping Yoshi being Raph? Never. I'm thinking about picking up a different character after CEO that is not Raph and is the epitome of black excellence. So, but CEO pools, why is every single pool stacked, bro? I looked at that joint and I was like, Doug, this pool is like. This pool is wild. Like my pool is wild. Everybody's pool is wild, Doug.
Like, would you describe it as whack?
I mean, it's not whack. It's OD.
Wild.
That's what I would describe
Okay.
it as. It's wild. Like, bro,
OD.
it's like there's like 7 people in every single pool that could like make it out.
Look.
It's like, bro,
So what you're saying
What?
is the phone cams gotta be on point. If
The
you're
phone
not
cams do
playing,
gotta be on
you
point.
gotta be Twitter streaming.
dude, I got the first pool. I got the 12 a.m. pool. So like, or
4 p.m.
12 p.m. or noon pool. I got a noon pool. So like, I could definitely like do streaming afterwards. I just got a 6 p.m. Unis pool.
Look,
So like, I'm down to do Twitter streams. I'm
so
100%.
do you say chat? Do you see on the screen where above Boom where it says @AOBoom? Give this man a follow to be up to date, not only on the greatest memes that Soul Calibur has to offer, not
Yeah, I
only
wanna
the
do
greatest
memes.
memes that the world has to offer, but you can also check out. You could also check out the phone cam of
Yeah, dude.
of the pools, because I don't are pools gonna be streamed?
I do
I have no idea.
not know. I think later pools might be,
Later
but
pools?
if the pools aren't streamed and they're before 6 p.m. And not the noon pool, you could probably count on me to like stream them for
Okay.
you guys.
So who is in your pool that
Dude, I have Omega, I have Four Wind, and I have Sora, I have Xenodrix, and I have a dude named Besh. So like
killers?
pretty much, I'm just like I don't even know what I'm gonna do. It's like, do I play Raph or do I play Yoshi? It's just like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. But I think I have both of those characters. I think it's gonna be mostly Yoshi for pools and Raph will be for top 24 and later on.
Okay.
Oh, true, Link. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about. There's certain matches I'm gonna use Raph for, and certain matches I'm gonna use Yoshi for. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Now, Party Wolf, what are your pools looking like?
So I have Klob, and I also have Linka KC. I have Obscure, and I have some. Oh, I have Tresto, that Voldo player that's always in Twitch chat.
You've got Astounded too.
Yeah, I've seen that guy's name on Twitter.
You got a top 16 that combo breaker,
Okay.
something like that. Top 16.
And there's someone called Caliber Champ, so I assume he's better than me.
No, he's a Caliber champ, bro.
Right, he wouldn't name himself Caliber Champ. Leslie, like at least he's won like an online Xbox Live tournament.
Exactly.
Okay. So definitely a lot of killers in all these pools. According to Linkors, pools are getting streamed at some point.
Hey,
So-
that'll be lit.
He spells caliber wrong, so fake news. Yeah, you're right. All right, he's not a threat.
Not threat.
Astounded, he got 17th. Okay.
Okay, yeah, he's pretty good. He got second in Gymminator this past weekend, so. Or yesterday actually.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my bull.
Sick. Yeah, I guess we got another question here for you, Boom. Do you play certain characters in certain matchups, or is it just like a feel it out kind of thing?
It depends. If I think your defense is bad, I'm going to pick Yoshimitsu. No matter what character you play. But at a certain level, matchups become more important. I think this is one of the first calibers where matchups are super important, like super duper important. And so I think for me, like the general rule of thumb is if Yoshi struggles in the matchup, I'm going to play Raph because Raph covers Yoshimitsu's matchups actually pretty well.
Okay.
But for the most part, it's like I'm going to play Yoshi till I feel uncomfortable in the matchup, or I think your defense is bad. If that makes sense. So like certain matchups are, so like Ivy or Mina, I probably am going to pick Raph because I don't feel like working. Or like, Nightmare, depends on the Nightmare player if I think you're good or not, stuff like that. So things like that.
Okay. All right, so it's more, it's something to do with the matchup, but it's also the player as well. So there's a couple different factors for you.
Yeah. That's kind of how I approach it, but
All right, fair enough.
I might be approaching it a little too carefully, but we'll see.
Now, Twitter tier list season just ended.
Yep.
There was a lot of hot takes. How do you feel about the tier list? Was it just the meme ones that were good?
I think
Do people need to stop making them?
No, I think what the tier list show is how much about the game we don't know yet, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone has so many different tier lists, right? And I think that because like there's so many different opinions about so many different things, right? And I think that's good for the state of the game.
Yeah.
Right. But I think it also shows how much we need to like let the game marinate and not understand, because I think it's weird because some of us have been playing the game for over a year. Some of us have been playing the game since the game came out, right?
Mhm.
And so there's different like levels of things, and like online experience different than the offline experience, and like certain characters are stronger online than offline, stuff like that. So I think it's a lot of like, I think it's good that like there's different tier lists, but I think there's a lot of like nuances behind it. So not one tier list is better than the other. It's just, and like tier lists are always so like how about you, or how you see the game, right?
Yeah.
So like the way I see the game is different than the way you guys see the game, right?
Yeah, the
And
way
so,
I see the
like-
game, dude, buff Siegfried. That character sucks. Keelik,
I gotta go.
too good. I always
I gotta
lose the
go.
Party Wolf. All right, you guys have been watching me get bopped for like the last hour. Sig sucks.
God bless.
Kappa.
Yeah. They should probably nerf Keelik in the next patch.
Yeah, I feel like they should
because,
nerf
like,
only his GIs.
that buff he got in the last patch where his 4/4B does 10 more damage. That kind of made him broken. So I don't think that shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I think with tier lists, I think it's good to have tier lists. It's good to have discussion, but when it comes to like, oh, like your tier list is garbage and you don't know how to play the game, that's when it becomes dangerous.
Yeah.
Not okay. Like, it's okay to have different opinions because having different opinions is how you learn in general in life.
It can bring up like a discussion too, right? Like maybe
Yeah.
you have some different perspectives, right? Because like my perspective, on if I play mostly a top player in a certain matchup, it's like it might feel like this matchup sucks.
Yep.
But it's probably not that it sucks. It's maybe that person's just way better than me.
Well, that too, and also like, yeah. I mean, that also, and I think the biggest thing is discussion because like I was like, pre-release at Evo, I was like, yo, Party with Zev, this is the best character in the game, and they're like, nah.
It
Right?
was never true at any
But
point.
I think it's true, but like I'm not gonna sit here and be like you're an idiot because that's not like we think about the game different, right? And it doesn't make sense to call them an idiot because they're not idiots, it's just a different way of thinking about the game, and that's 100% okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
even though I still think Yoshi was ridiculous pre-patch.
He's not Ivy.
No, well,
Pre-patch Ivy.
Dude, that character had a
Pre-release
low.
Ivy was better than pre-patch Ivy.
Dude, that character
that's
had like
very
a
true.
basically safe low that went full screen and track step.
yeah, I was actually kind of OD.
That shit was cheap.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, we got another question. Let's see. What do you think about the future of Soul Calibur 6?
I think it looks good. I think it's up to the community to continue to play the game and support the game. But other than that, it looks good. I think it's better than Caliber 5's future. Devs are like, oh, this patch isn't working. Let's patch the game again. At least they're communicating with us. I think that's big.
And I think the support for the game has already lasted like double what we had for Caliber 5.
I think so. Something like that.
Or almost. It's been like a lot longer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Caliber 5 stopped at 1.3
Yeah.
because like every game did, because for some reason like Sony was like complete bitches, and if you wanted to patch your game after 1.3, you'd have to actually pay Sony to patch your game.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's why like you play Tekken Tag 2, Soul Calibur 5 always on 1.3.
Interesting.
Actually dumb.
It's not like that anymore though.
That's good because that's big stupid. Let's
Microsoft
see.
did that too. I don't think it was as severe though, if I remember right.
What about the future of the SC series in your opinion?
I'm hopeful. If this is the last SC, good. I'm kidding. If this is the last SC, then they need to bring out about every single character. I think will be cool. But if this is the last SC, then like it's cool. I understand. But I think the future I think there'll still be SC. There'll probably be like Soul Calibur 3 remastered or something like that in the future. It's never like dying, you know what I mean? But I think as far as Soul Calibur 7, it's too hard to say. I think this game did a lot better than other Calibers. I think this game has a good mix of old school and new school feel.
I think
The
that's
next game
yeah.
The Soul Calibur Tag Tournament.
No.
Yikes. I'm trying to 2-2-B somebody into Mina CE so I can bring them out across the stage, something like that.
No. You tag you don't tag in Mina, you tag in Soul Calibur 5 Viola.
Oh god. Oh,
Dude.
never mind, it needs to die. So
Dude, imagine like how like in Tekken Tag 2 there was like the characters that had like there was like the clones. Imagine double Night Terror Charge like nightmares.
That's
Bruh.
actually just
That has
insane.
good suggestions. You could have like a Viola Hilda team.
Oh,
Anyways,
man.
next
And Soul
question.
Calibur
Next
Tag
question,
man.
please. Oh, that would be insane. But I do think that the direction Soul Calibur is going and the future of it depends on the community, right? I think it depends on the community even more than it did in the past, right? Because in Calibur 5, social media was a thing, but it wasn't as big as it was now, right? And now that we have a voice, I think that we need to use our voice in the best way possible, right? And I think using our voice is good. It's just I think a big issue that the Calibur community has is now that we have a voice, we don't really know how to use it properly.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think once you figure that out, I think the future Caliber is actually really good.
I've noticed that there's more people playing the game and entering tournaments more recently
Yes.
as well, which
Doug, like, bro, 250 people at Common Breaker.
there's like
That's insane.
How many people are for CEO? There's a decent amount.
It's like 100 and something. It's
It's
over 100.
It's over 100, yeah. But it's also pre-register only. And I don't think Combo Breaker was like that.
I think
Yeah.
well, there was 250 like pre-regs at Combo Breaker, and then there was like a bunch at the door, I think, as well.
Yeah, a 160 plus. That's
160 plus.
insane.
That's
And-
pretty good.
And then like, it's not just 160 like random people and like 5 killers. It's like 160 and like 75% of them people know how to play the game called Soul Calibur, right?
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. It's wild. I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely looking good. So yeah, CEO this weekend. You know, I got the two handsome gentlemen beside me on the screen. They're both gonna be there. Make sure you're cheering for them in the chat. You know, spam your AO Boom bros, spam
Do
your
it, do it.
PWFCs.
Maybe I'll have a new emote
use your
that is
meter.
a use your meter emote that I'm
Use
thinking
your
about.
meter, dude.
putting
Spam
on
them.
stuff.
I want to see like nothing but the copy pastas the Boom mods make.
Oh gosh.
Right?
Copy pastas. I met one. once
Dude,
my
look at
Boom
this
was-
fake fan Linkors in chat. He can't even get the thing right. He
P-
typed PFW. My name's not Party Flow. It's
God
fucking
bless.
Party Wolf. Dude.
It'd be like
Fake fan. Linkors really be like that. All right, well, I feel like we it was a good podcast. Boom, my doggy. Thank you for coming on. I
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks for
it.
having me.
We'll have to have you on again sometime soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Hopefully after I win CEO. Haha.
I do. You know, you got the character, you got the labbing that's gonna be happening. You got it all.
Very true.
You know,
very true. We'll see.
Look, we're gonna see Boom in at least top 8. I feel it.
Hopefully.
You know, I got the prediction. You know, I called SC5 Viola and I was like, yeah, read my future, and it was me sitting on my computer, drinking my scotch, watching Boom in top 8. That's what what she
I
said.
hope so. That's the plan. That's definitely. The
Yeah, dude,
plan.
I dusted off the 360 for that,
Hey.
right?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You
Alright.
didn't ask about me, dude.
I already knew you were gonna win the tournament.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh.
I
No,
did
I'm
this
kidding.
man picking the cheapest character, Keelik.
Yeah.
That
Keelik.
character, Keelik. But yeah, no, thanks for coming out. Oh yeah, before we go, if you're somehow not familiar with who Boom is, his Twitter is on the screen at AOBoom
Yes.
with zeros
Yes,
for the O's
Also,
and
his Twitch
Those are-
channel is at.
yeah. Also, his
Yeah.
Twitch channel is also at twitch.tv/AOBoom. Give him a follow there if
AYO.
you have not.
Yeah.
Uh,
AYOB0M for Twitch and Twitter.
So make sure to check him out there. You know, you got the memes, you got the dreams, you got the Yoshi skill, the Raph skill, the
Mhm.
Solamel.
Eventually, Zasalmo, yeah. I
Eventually.
feel like it takes I feel like it takes an African American to bring out Zaz's true potential. So I'm gonna try to do that after CEO.
Fair enough. All right, so catch him out there. You know, we'll catch you all later. Thank you for coming out to the podcast, episode 4.
Oh wait, can I shout people out?
Hell yeah.
All right, first of all, shout outs to AXL for treating me well. They treat me really well. I can't really complain. I can't complain.
AXL merch store soon, please.
Yeah. Yes. Shout outs to everyone in my Discord, Ninjas and Memes. Y'all are cool. And everyone who comes to the streams. Shout outs to y'all. Y'all really make my day and allow me to enjoy kind of what I'm doing. Shout outs to y'all for hosting the podcast. Shout outs to my area, Maryland Caliber. Y'all getting better. Fitness style baby. And
Using that meter?
Using your meter, yeah, I gotta use your meter. But yeah, shout outs to my family for pushing me to do something like this. Without them, I wouldn't be here legitimately. So yeah.
Sick. Well, shout outs to all those people that Boom shouted out. Thank
Especially
you,
the people.
especially
right
the
here.
people right here.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all for watching. We're gonna bounce. We will see you all sometime soon.
And you will see some of us at CEO.
This weekend. Be sure to watch. You know, if you're not watching, I'll know and I'll call your mom.
Yikes.
You're can't. That's fucked up though.
Yeah, I know.
Yikes.
All right. Peace out, everyone.